I don't know if anyone ever told you this, but people are not gonna like you when you stop prioritizing yourself. Okay? I've been in many work situations at various jobs doing different things. And what I find is that if you are someone that is expressive, you are animated, you actually like have some type of soul inside of you, there's gonna be people that hate that. Okay? These are the soulless ones. The ones that don't have any soul. They kind of are just these empty people with empty lives, even though they might have like a family or whatever, they're actually empty. And I only say that, I don't say that in any demeaning way or using empty as a negative term. I just mean that they will not like your energy. So they won't like how you carry yourself, they don't like how you talk, they don't like how you communicate with people, they just don't like you as is, no matter what you do. And every single opportunity that they have, they will try to throw you under the bus. They'll set you up, they'll tell lies on you. So I've been in multiple jobs, even in my current job right now, and also I had a job when I worked on the cruise ship. Someone literally made up a lie to frame me so that I could get in some type of like predicament where I had to try to defend myself that I didn't do that thing. It's like being falsely accused. It's one of the worst things that can happen to you. Now, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like something minor. But at the end of the day, I was still put in that position and I was just going about my day. Like I was just going about my job, doing my job, trying to be an all-rounder. So trying to be, good with the colleagues, good with managers, good at my job, at least try to be, proficient. So you have to remember that some people will literally tell lies to throw you under the bus. Recently, I also had it again at my current job, and people use you as a scapegoat because you're someone that is such an outlier and you're so different to everyone else that you will become somewhat of a target. It doesn't always happen, but it's part of it. When you have more life, when you are more full of life, and you're an actual real person with a soul, these things do happen. Now, it doesn't mean that life sucks or life's hard or it's unfair. Just means that they do happen and you just learn to go with it. Another thing also at any job you do or anything that you do really for other people is sometimes it's the best to just do the bare minimum because they don't want you to do less than minimum and they don't want you to do more than or go maximum. Reason being I say this, for example, today at work, I did something at work and I thought I was going out of my way to be more, be more proficient, be more proactive, ended up being something that turned on me negatively. So it's like you need to distinguish, and this is why I stopped going above and beyond for like a job, for example, or for people, depending on who it is, like managers or whatever. Because end of the day, you're gonna go above and beyond, thinking you're helping, and actually somehow you've just made that person's life more miserable, thinking that you helped. So sometimes you just have to realize that going above and beyond is actually not the call. Going above and beyond is, there are occasions, but I would say there's less. It's very rare that you need to do that and that you're actually required to do that, because if you go above and beyond, you do something out of your way, you are proactive or proficient or whatever the word, or efficient or effective or something. If that person already has some type of problem with you, like as I mentioned earlier, you're going to end up in a predicament where you are unfavorable. You're going to be the guy that is not going to be liked. Okay. And again, it's not about chasing validation or chasing likes. It's literally just about how you navigate these things. Because at the end of the day, if you work a job, for example, I work a job, ideally, I just want to get in, do my job and leave. I don't want extra drama. I don't care about anything else. I just don't want the extra hassle. Like, I just want to come in, do my job and leave. That's it. I really don't care. I don't want to be involved in the drama or nothing. But even though I've consciously tried to do that, somehow I'm used as a scapegoat for some stuff. And I've had this in multiple jobs and it's always the same experience. No matter how I approach it, no matter if I try to do this or try to do that, or whatever, or try to, I don't know, like especially when it comes to a job, it doesn't actually matter. Like, whatever you do doesn't actually matter. So just, I got that out of my head. Like, there's no like, oh, just do the right thing and it will always work out. Like, there's not that. The workplace is a different type of beast that you learn to master, and I have pretty much mastered it. And the big thing about it is not caring. Like, so if someone says something, or like you get in like some type of predicament with your manager or management, who cares? Like, when you leave that place, you're not gonna care. Like, it's that saying, like, if it's not gonna matter in 5 minutes, if it's not gonna matter in 5 years, why should it take 5 minutes of your time? Like, just move on with it. Even if you get in a predicament where you get fired or so, just move on. Like, there's much out there, right? So you can do these things. But ultimately, what I'm saying is that when you're on this type of person, it's gonna happen. It seems that particular individuals get it more than others, and some are just so callous to it that they become soulless. So obviously you get it a lot in like retail, or these types of corporate jobs, where people are just soulless. So they're just like going through the motions, going through the day, and they're miserable. They don't really care about much, and that's it. So this is what happens to a lot of people, and I can understand why. I can also understand why people crash out and people have these experiences. So this is kind of how it works. It happens. You'll learn to deal with it. Obviously, when I started like working and being in the workplace, being around people, I realized that that was the case, and I was like, oh, like this is the case. You know what I mean? But yeah, ultimately, nothing bad can happen to you. Like I say, if it won't matter in 5 years, shouldn't take 5 minutes of your time. Anyways, peace out. See you in the next video.